I'm going to assume we are live. I don't actually know if we're live or not. I'm sure Twitch will let me know in a minute. I, however, need laptop. Does my laptop want to turn on? There we go. Oh yeah, because this setup's going to work, isn't it? Oh, if that doesn't break, I'll be surprised. Christ, there we go. Sorry everyone, I've kind of realised that I haven't actually uploaded the video that's due out today. So, welcome to the stream, the Sassy Angel. I'm going to really quickly plug that in there. Click that. Sorry, I realised that I'm kind of doing stuff off camera at the moment. But, yeah, I realised I haven't actually uploaded the video for today, so that's got to go up in, what, an hour and a half? We should be fine. Oh my god. I really need to sort out the lights, because I'm very bright over in the corner. What's the other USB? Eesh. Where's my phone? There it is. The only issue is streaming on my internet takes a lot of internet, so I'm going to have to connect my laptop to my mobile data. We'll be fine. I've done this before. If my phone... There's my phone. There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, go on there. So, to kind of say what we are actually doing today. We're going back to a game that you guys can't see, apparently. Why can you not see the game? Hello? Stream software? There you go. Oh. There we go. It's worked out that there's a game there. So yeah, we're playing Final Fantasy XVI again. I can't remember where we left off, is my only problem. No, don't want that. Stop trying to get me to sign up to stuff, Chrome. Stop it. I hate whenever you boot up Chrome and then it asks you, like, hey, do you want this setting equipped? And it's like, not particularly, no. Otherwise I would have done it myself. That one. That one? That one. Alright, do that. Oh, I'm pressing wrong buttons over in the corner over here. Need that one, and that one. Should also have that one. And we'll quickly go with that one is that one. Hit that button, do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. That. That one. That one. And that one. And that's that now done. The only problem being at work all day, you kind of have to remember to do that first and then go to work. So anyway, we're back now, we're good, we're sorted. We can play... Where's my controller? Ah, there it is. Hiding behind my monitor. Right. Wheel back in. I'm going to hit continue. Character appearance. You can now change the outfit appearance of Clive and his allies. Access the hideaways. Areta Stone? Don't know if I said that correctly. To try out this new feature. That's the feature that I wanted, because I can make my sword look amazing. What stone did I have to go to, sorry? Where's the stone? It said the Areta Stone. Where's the Areta Stone? Oh, that one. Onwards. Sorry, Otto. I'm running away from you for now. Anyway, it's been a long time since we've been with Clive. It's been almost a month or two. Oh wait, is Jill...
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back. I dread to think what happened in Rosalith.
Jill's in the medical bay, isn't she? I forgot about this. I hope she's alright. Can I find Torgal? He's under a bench, of course he is. You alright, Torgal? You happy sleeping there, buddy? Appearance. Appearances matter. Okay. Use the appearance option in the... I'm just going to say the Areta. It's probably not Areta. It's probably like some other word that I don't know how to pronounce. To change the outward appearance of Clive or his party members. The appearance of Clive's weapon can also be changed to that... Can also be changed to that of any previously obtained weapon while maintaining the current weapon's stats. Oh, damn. Oh, we can actually change everything. Can I? Can I? I can change it to the blood sword. Oh, yes. Oh, we can actually have it as any weapon. Oh, damn. Coral sword looks pretty nice. No, I want the blood sword, though. I think the blood sword was the pre-order bonus. Or was it the collector's edition bonus? One of the bonuses, anyway. I'm equipping the blood sword for now. Kind of like that one. Yeah, we'll change everyone up a bit. Oh, I think it's their, like, dominant attire we can put them in. We'll give everyone a little change. Alright, nah, Torgal, you're gonna be ice blue. Oh yeah, we can change Ambrosia. We can give Ambrosia the Rosarian outfit. What she used to look like. I'm happy. The sword looks amazing. Torgal, where are you? Are you blue? Oh, you are. Oh, it's your awakened state. That's what you're in. That looks insane. Square Enix, like, amazing update. I already loved you as a company, but yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. I'd love to be able to get, like, some form of, like, t-shirt or, like, jumper or jacket or just something to do with this game. I believe they actually sell them on the Square Enix website, so I might have to look into that. The only issue is after paying off everything I have to pay off this month, I don't think I'm going to be able to buy one this month. Maybe that's an investment I can make for next month. Next month you'll just see me in, like, some jacket or t-shirt or something to do with this game.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Yes, I know Jill looked white as a sheet or whatever you want to say. Where is the medical bay? Infirmary, that's what it's called. So I need to go up these stairs, around the corner. I want to go and see if we can actually go and say hi to Jill. The sword would be cool, even if it's plastic.
Not all of the nobles made it out alive.
Oh, if they did that, that would be insane. If they sold, like, a replica sword, I probably would have to find some way of getting it. This ain't the infirmary that I know. Oh, no, it is. Oh, hi, Jill, you're sat up.
I'll be alright, Clive. I just need some rest. I'll be alright, Clive. I just need some rest.
You sound like you need to. You sound like you're about to fall asleep. Because I don't know if you can. Oh no, you can't see it on this camera. A little bit behind the scenes, it. Up there. That one. I just have a casual keyblade sat on there. So if I can have that, and then on like the top of this bookshelf, have like the blood sword or just some weapon from this game, like I think my life will be set. Now I've got to try and bring you guys back down. There we go. You guys might be a little bit low now, but it's fine. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. If they do ever do something like that, like, as long as it's not, like, ridiculous sorts of money, like, if it's a reasonable price, might be able to get it. There is actually a quest beyond me. Oh, you, hi. What can I do for you?
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
What?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the hideaway.
Okay.
You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Do I have to become a tailor?
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear?
This might actually be
See,
good.
I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect them.
And you'd have this someone be me.
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less
Okay.
than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both.
I was going to take this quest in hopes that it would be like...
Give us new clothes. But we've no coin.
What was I going to say? Yeah. I was going to hope that that quest would lead to like a battle so that I could just get back into like the swing of battle and all that. But I don't know if it's going to. Why does the blacksmith want to speak to me? Inaccessible. Okay. Is that the only other quest? As much as I'd love to walk all the way out and get that quest, that's a long way away into the hideaway. So I think for now, I think again we might run up there. I don't know, debatable at this point. Oh, it's the Moogle. What do you want, Nectar? Oh yeah, the Griffin. I can never find this guy. Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a Griffin, Kupo? Then do I have a for you? An especially horrible one that locals called Dosmer. Yeah, but where the flipping hell did all these ones come from? Ugh. Don't exactly want you. Yeah, not you. Yeah, that one. While passing along the trail from Lostwing to Cairnor... Yeah, the only issue is, I've tried to do this quest before, but it doesn't spawn in. One of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind so strong that it bent back the trunks of the old oaks. I heard a cry so terrible that he ran for his life. Questioning the locals revealed that this area was the nesting place of the elder griffin known as Dosmere. A beast made hatred for its appetite both of chocobos and for children. Location: Cair Norvent, West Gate, Sambrek. Yeah, but every time I've tried to find that area, I've never been able to locate it. Because Cair Norvent's up here. Well, no, it's not. Yeah, there's Cair Norvent. So between Lostwing and Cair Norvent. Is that a little piece for a griffin? Not entirely sure what that is. Unless that is actually telling me where to go for that. But I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to travel there. I want to, like... I don't know. That we might have to kind of hold off on that one for a bit. Because I'm not entirely sure about that one.
Not all of the nobles made it out alive.
What I might do is... We'll go and see what the other quest wants, because there's no point leaving a quest here. Just have to come all the way back to get it at some point. Also, I will say, I adore the soundtrack to this game. Like, behind me on the shelf, I actually got the physical copy of the entire soundtrack. Because I don't think I got it from Square Enix, because I think when I went to buy it, they had run out of stock. So I believe I got it from... I think it was Itai Kuji, which imports a load of stuff from Japan. I've bought stuff from them before, and absolute brilliant company.
Sid, I know that when we came to the hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
I was about to ask if you could get it.
Nonetheless,
Yeah,
I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm.
This one.
Among them is a flower called a morganbeard that increases the
only
potency
thing is,
of
though,
lesser medicines.
I can't say that
I wasn't expecting it to have so many CDs.
My youth was spent in the Bailey.
A shame. You see,
It comes on
the
8
hideaway
different
relies heavily
CDs.
upon medicines procured from afar.
There's a lot of CDs.
When those shipments are late, well, it's our sick who suffer. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here,
It's got a really nice book as
it
well.
might save many
That has
lives.
just like a load of artwork in it.
However, as you are well aware, imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts.
Trying to find... Where's the
I'm not
picture that I
asking
really
the
liked?
busiest man in the hideaway to drop everything and make
I
the
don't think it's
journey
actually
for
in
me,
it.
but if you happen to be
Wait,
in
are we the
duchy on
busiest man in the hideaway?
other business,
I wasn't aware of this. Tell me the... Oh, go on then.
Tell me of these Morganbeards then.
But of course,
Yeah. It's got
If
really
my
cool
old tomes
like,
are to be
artwork on it as
believed,
well.
the flowers are bright yellow.
I don't know if I
and
100%
large
recommend
as
it,
Goblin's eyes,
because
and they grow in
Obviously,
the marshes
CD
of
player.
Sorrowise. If I am to propagate them here in the
like trying to find
backyard,
CD player was
I
not
will
fun.
require
But
several
thankfully I've got an
samples,
external
preferably of
one
blooms
linked
which
to
have
my
already gone to
PC.
seed.
So
And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning
also I'm
in the
trying to
course
keep
of
an eye on my
research that
camera
the
because I
bird has the
think it might be
tendency to
lagging a little
attract
bit.
unsavory creatures.
I think the
I think
more
you
I do
cannot
on it,
handle
the worse it
Sure.
goes. Yeah, we accepted the quest anyway. Right. I don't need to be here anymore. I need... Cut from the cloth. Visit the draper in Northreach. So I need to go to Northreach. Okay. So that's... not there. Where's Northreach? Northreach. Alright, we'll go here. Can I unplug my controller? If it starts to die, I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful.
Keep them pilchers nice and chilled.
Look at this place.
Oh yeah, there's no
Let's hope the Draper has
sprint
Hortense's
mechanic,
cloth.
is there? Hello.
Might I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker or herringbone?
What does
Just
any
a
of that
minute.
mean?
2 bolts, already paid for in full.
Handwritten receipt. It's not going to be that easy.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Bocklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is. So I assume the
Okay.
caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, well then, be safe?
You didn't order anything, did you? You tried to get the money and run, didn't you? You weren't expecting me to try and grab the stuff off the road, were you? The flipping hell was that then? It was me changing the thing in the bottom right. Right, I've got to remember how to fight in this game. Was it square? Right, square is the attack button. Okay. I think it's L... No, not L2. Hey, Torgal. Was it R... Right, R2 is to bring up the insane attacks. I think it's L... Can't remember how to lock on. We'll work the lock on out in a minute. Oh wait, was it that button? Nope, it was that button. Worked it out, it's L1. And that attack did that, and regenerates insanely quickly. Am I right? What's a vulture want with me? Oh, hang on, there's a way to close the gap. Oh, it's circle. Yep, it was circle. Slowly remembering the mechanics. Also, the fact that I stupidly said I was expecting this quest to have fighting in it. It's a Final Fantasy quest. It ain't just going to be a fetch quest. You're going to have to fight your way through some enemies to get what you want. Well, everything seems to be okay. There's no bandits here. Why are you guys stopped?
That damn bird's a menace.
She meant nothing by it, I swear.
Alright. Sounds like they've been having issues.
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they're hardly damaged at all.
Is there something
Did you
wrong?
guys crash?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
If I was a bandit, I would have already
It was
tried to
you who
steal it.
stepped into my path.
Only after that feather-brain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
Well, that's a bit harsh.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Bocklad, would you?
I am, but someone from the market send you? Please, please, you have to help me. Oh, I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect!
The hell does that mean?
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Oh, so it's bandits.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is.
Uh,
Let's get this over with.
Hi.
I'll
Hang
deal
on.
with the
Give me a minute.
burglar. You take the handsome one, killer.
Right. You kind of picked the wrong person to mess with. Oh my god, you are...
Stop calling me that.
Hang on, what button's my dodge? Okay, it's R1. Right, okay, cool. Kind of needed to work that one out pretty quickly, didn't I? Ooh. I'm a little bit fed up, not gonna lie. Hang on, what we do? Ah! I'm pressing the button. Oh, I'm actually stuck in a little area. Alright then. That means thou art also stuck. Ow! Tiny bit painful there, mate. Oh, hello, here we go. How much damage can you take? Jesus Christ, you can take some damage, can't you? There we go. I don't think I took too much damage there. So I think we're doing okay. I didn't realize how much money we had in this game. Just realized we have 78 grand.
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Did he hurt you?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the great lender not sent you. My shipment is safe,
Okay.
and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
Can I just have 2 bits of
Speak of
string?
that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
Oh, can we not just take the string and go? I'll have to go all the way back to Northreach. It's like a whole 10-minute walk. Right, scratch that. A whole 20-minute walk.
So you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
No, you don't
Were it not for
say.
the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order
Don't you
back
dare
from
call
them
me a
at
free
twice
sword.
the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Bocklad. Farewell.
We won't question where he's
I
going.
almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
It wasn't really
Sure.
free of charge now, was it?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly
What's that
free of
done then?
charge.
Now it's back to Hortense with her cloth.
Let's go and essentially protect your entire, like, thing. Let's corner Rivergate. Let's gate. I still have no idea where this griffin would spawn in. Because it said Cair Northern. But I don't know if it said the West Gate, didn't it? I suppose that would be the River Gate, wouldn't it? So would it be along that path then? I don't know. I can give it a go, I guess. I suppose we can travel down that path. I mean, we'll probably get something down there. Just seems really confusing as to where this, like, griffin actually spawns in. So I need to head straight forward and then jump up. Alright.
Good day to you.
So I need to head out sort of over that way. Torgal, are you with me?
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worth.
Hang on a minute. Torgal. Come here, mate. Been a long time. You deserve a little pet. There you go. Was it this way? It was this way, okay. Again, I have no idea if this is actually going to work out the way I hope it to or not. I also wish that there was a sprint button. But yeah, there is no sprint button. Right, we're in the valley. I wonder if it might actually be up in this area, to be completely honest. I suppose if not, and at least we can, like I said, get a few bits and pieces. Oh wait, hang on. How do I... Eh. Come on, Ambrosia. You just spawned in out of nowhere, didn't you?
Come on.
How do I gallop as R2?
Faster.
Whee! There's a Black Widow. Another spider. Torgal, hopefully you can keep up. Is that a griffin?
Be safe.
I want to find out if that was a griffin or not. Didn't want you guys. No offense, but you guys are level 13, I'm level 23. I don't know if that's going to work out in your favour. Is that a griffin? I don't think that's a griffin. That's not a griffin. Yeah, we can fight anyway. Ooh. What the hell did I just do there then? Don't know what I did, but I'm not going to complain. Torgal, I think we killed it, mate. I think we definitely killed it. Is that a scorpion? Correction, it was a scorpion. What the hell did happen to you? Did Torgal nearly kill you? Probably should have just left that one for Torgal. That's a good boy, Torgal. Don't know why I'm petting you after literally every battle, but it's fine. Right. I still think it might either be up there or it's going to be in this massive area here. Because if it bent back the oak trees, it's going to be in an area where there's a lot of oak trees. Goddamn plants. The thing I like about this game, you can just press buttons and you're bound to kill something. Or punch it with a flaming fist, apparently. BRB coffee. Sounds like a plan. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe up there, actually. Might get there. Yeah, the spiders.
It's over. Get him. It's over.
We're coming up to like the end of this area. There's a stone all the way up here.
It's the same as the one back at the hideaway. Doesn't seem to be working, though.
The Hand of Lapetus? Why has it gone eerily quiet? I don't like this. Can I like... My sword do be on fire. I completely forgot what weapons and attacks and power I had. So, yeah, I'm going to assume it's in the bigger area. Ambrosia, kind of need you. Thank you very much, Ambrosia. We're going this way.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
We're in the correct area then, if Clive's bringing it up. Why did I not think to go... Because I know I've tried to find this griffin before. Why did I not think to come here? Oh, cutscene, cutscene, cutscene. Oh, there he is. Why, hello there. Bosmere, rank B. Okay. Should have done this when we had Jill.
The work will have to wait. Mogul, look sharp.
I was pressing buttons to get away from that, but okay. We maybe not fight down here. Probably not the best idea to be fighting down here. I need a bit of healing, so Can you give me some health back, please? There we go. Jesus Christ. Oh, hang on. Hold up. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, damn you. Oh, can't remember what that button does. Damn. Okay. Alright, Torgal, back up, back up, back out. Ah, flipping hell was that then? Ah! Oh, Torgal, back away. Oh, I don't like this. Okay. Alright, ow. Oh, he's staggered. Okay, I'm surprised we actually got away with that. I don't like what he's got on his wing. I need to heal a little bit, please. Yeah, alright. I'm just gonna use a potion then. Nice, that's what I wanted. Right. I'm gonna try and sink all of this into him. Fine. Oh. Ah, I was pressing buttons. Can you stop attacking Torgal, please? Torgal is my boy. Hey, we did it. Notorious Mark slain. As I say, that'd probably give me a level up as well. Yep. Decent HP up, actually. Gone from 1982 to 2032. Attack's gone up, defense gone up. Everything's actually got... Oh, excuse me. I didn't actually realise how good the levels up were in that game. It's like meteorite. Fair enough. Sorry, Griffin. You've been alive for a long time as well, because it said an elder Griffin.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man?
We were after a person. Speak with the injured man.
Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a
fair.
cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though.
Oh.
She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
I can't remember what this quest was for now. It's been too long.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner.
Oh,
And
yep, I
don't
remember
imagine
now.
An impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Okay.
Well, you did save my life. And
Well,
thanks to
yeah,
you,
true.
I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it.
Just pull the back bit
Secrets
of the
the
controller
trade
off.
and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
That's what I get for fiddling about
Much
the
obliged
controller.
if you would.
There you go.
Right. I've got some griefs to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do.
Fair enough.
And thank you.
That's what we were trying to kill that guy for, because the blacksmith asked us to.
Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Search Northern Rosaria for Morganbeards. Oh yeah, that was the other quest I had to do, wasn't it? I suppose we might as well do every side quest and then just go back to the hideaway, because it doesn't really make sense to go back to the hideaway to claim some quests to then go back out to have to do them again. It's a bit grey here, isn't it? Jesus Christ, I forgot how blue they were.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we? So, about the price of them turnips.
I'm a little bit concerned that that video is not going to be up at 8 o'clock.
It'll take ages to tidy up.
Let's keep an eye on that. If it's not, then the video might be up a little bit later. Shouldn't be too long afterwards, though. Hopefully the hornets don't try and kill. Never mind, everything is just... Alright. Oh my god, Torgal! That was a jump to be reckoned with. Ow! So I'm facing hornets and killer bees. Now that was overkill. Right, I want to check something. That's not the button that I wanted to press. How do I... That's the button. There it is. Okay, ignition. We'll have to... Oh, yep, this is... Yep. It's these ones I'm more concerned about. That one I don't have equipped. Oh, Rising Flames is fully upgraded. Oh, okay then. Heatwave. Oh, yeah. Oh, to master. I need 4,250. Oh, God. I might have to do some leveling up off camera. Because that's going to take forever. Oh, yeah. We got this guy's stuff as well, didn't we? I forgot that we killed him in the last stream. And yet I can't swap to it. Because I probably haven't unlocked anything, to be quite honest, out of that. Because yeah, I can't become that dude. Unless I can only have a certain amount of, like, things active at once. I'm not sure if that's the case or not. Oh, damn hornets. I'm gonna kill two at once. Bit of shooting practice, why not?
The marshes near the Abbey are certainly down.
I realise I'm sat really low in the camera, aren't I? There's a goblin. Are you... I was about to say you friendly, but you ain't gonna be friendly. Probably shouldn't have come near me, in all honesty. Okay. I may have gone a little bit overkill.
Size of a goblin's eye. This goblin. Being attracted to the flowers, though.
Okay. Think it's time to throw some of this out. There we go. Might also be worth trying to upgrade my limit break. How? Torgal, I'd appreciate if you could go for the smaller ones first. Okay, Torgal, I don't know if you should be using the Power of Aether right now. We're kind of worried this is going to hurt you. Cool. I got the power of the Phoenix. There we go. One way to end it. Gather some flowers.
Bright yellow. These are our Morgan beards, all right.
Gather some more flowers.
There's something familiar about this scent. It reminds Reminds me of home.
Clive, I'm sorry about your home, mate.
Hopefully this will be enough.
I do apologise. Right, we should have all 3 side quests done now. And then we'll go off and do the next part of the story and hopefully get Jill back in our team. Sorry, it's been about 4 days since I left.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Got some extra.
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Bundle of cloth.
Let's see here. 1 bolt of red, 1 bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost. If that devilit of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, if there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all 3 to good use. Speaking of which
If
one's
you can
most to
skip,
your
that'd be
I
so amazing.
don't know.
That would be amazing, actually. Just see Clive just skipping. Making him skip through the fields to get the flowers and such. I've got to sit properly again. I actually don't know if I can do this. Right. I feel like everyone just knows now that I just sit on my feet during streams. Right, hang on. I'll sit up and I'll move my chair in a bit as well. There we go. That good? We good now? Which cloth is most to your liking? My entire armor set's red. My entire armor set's red. My entire English. My entire armor set's black. So I will go with the black embroidered.
This one, I suppose.
For Jill, it would probably be white.
Did you know she's quite the little
Welcome to the
seamstress?
stream, Ryan. You redeemed high.
Amongst her lessons at the castle.
You always do this when I don't have a drink.
Oh, that's right. The 2 of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but when my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward
Madness.
to ensure that her father, the Silver
Oh,
Maid,
damn it.
would keep the peace.
I'm actually going to go and make a drink.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know.
Jill's a
Something just had that
princess.
air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh, sometimes I think she never takes it off.
We're saying Ryan, not Brian.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way,
Don't know.
I'm sure she won't turn it
Depends
down.
what he wants to be called at this
We'll
point.
see, I suppose.
Probably wants to be called moderator at this point. Quest complete. Right. I need to go off and make a drink because
Lady,
bloody moderator's making me drink. So I will return in 2 seconds. I'm also going to find a way to make bloody Redeem Hydrate cost more. This is your fault, Ryan. All of that to get a goddamn drink. Ryan, Twitch mod, you're annoying shit, whatever. Still grind them. Ah, too late. Rip. We like the new frame, it's fire. thing that I have realised, obviously the new frame and everything to do with the stream is to do with fire now. We play Final Fantasy 16, where I've got the powers of the Phoenix, which is a flaming bird. And we play Dark Souls, which is a game all about linking flames. This wasn't done on purpose, but it's ended up pretty well. So I think for the time being, at least, this is just going to stay because I just find it really funny. So anyway. Also, I redeemed... Right, I can get rid of Hydrate. I'd hate to see your frame for Isaac. Probably just this frame again, just burning bright white due to rage. Anyway, give me 2 seconds. I need to work out how to make Hydrate cost more. Because, good God, that's the only one that annoys the living Christ out of me. The amount of times that I have to drink water. Where would it be? Andrew tries to remember how Twitch works. Does it manage goals? It is not goals. Twitch wants me to start a follower goal and get to 170. I don't really care what number we're on Twitch. I hate to say it to you. Complains about staying healthy. Yes, I don't like staying healthy, alright? I just got a clip. No, edit stream info. Ah, wrong button. Start a prediction. God, I'm clicking every type of wrong button here. Oh wait, community? No. Viewer rewards, channel points. Here we go, we're getting somewhere. Manage. Hydrate. Edit. Add another 0 onto that. I've just made Hydrate the most expensive channel point thing. It is actually the most expensive now. Okay, I think... Okay, 500 might be going a bit over the top. We'll drop that back down. We'll make it 150. Put it up by 100. There we go. Stream manager. I've got you. I feel bad now. You redeemed Hydrate for 500 when I just changed it to 150. I do apologise. You're 33k! Jesus Christ. I need to work out how to make those more usable. It's even worse than I don't think I can refund them. Say you hydrate 3 times. How do I hydrate 3 times? I'll just down the bottle down to there. That's about 3 times hydrate, isn't it? What is in the water? I think it was apple and raspberry. I think it was apple and raspberry. I'm going to go with apple and raspberry. Because what I did was I got the bottle of water, drank a little bit of the water, put some into it, shook the bottle, and then it made a drink. Mainly because that's what I do at work as well, because I don't like the water at work. Anyway. Yeah, are we good in saying that was about 3 times hydrate? Is that cool? Can I get away with that? I'm gonna put that back down there for now. Right, let's run up to guy over here.
Jill looked white as a sheet when
Oh, excuse me. God, I've got a headache now. That was a interesting idea. I made the drink a bit too strong, I think.
How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him,
Oh, excuse me.
and he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
Treated leather.
You're joking.
I love how you're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive, you didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see, and his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor, and again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still,
That's
I'm
cool.
glad you found him. This has cheered me right
Ow!
up.
Just need
That
the
was the
bottom of the
idea?
desk.
Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
We never went anywhere.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough blathering. I've got work to be getting on with.
And he's off.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway.
Okay.
No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's
What?
sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Thou art welcome. Okay. Drake Slayer gear design draft. Okay. Drake Slayer gear recipes unlocked. Ain't gonna complain. I thought it was hammering away at leather then. Oh, what's happened here? Design draft. You have obtained the design draft for the Drake Slayer gear. Design drafts unlock new crafting options at the Black Hammer. Visit Blackthorn in the Hideaway for details on material requirements. Blackthorn.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, I would like to ask about Drake's breath.
Must have been hot.
Fighting in the belly of that crag. I'm gonna say crag. Might be work for you. It's been a long day. I do apologise. Might be work for you as a smith when you hang up the old sword. But I'm betting that won't be for a while. God no! Have you seen my sword? It's amazing. I know how hard it can be trying to fill another man's boots, but I reckon you've grown into Sid nicely. He'd be proud. Let's not talk about Sid and his unfortunate demise, please. Where's the Drake? Drake Slayer. Electrum? The hell do I... Gelatinous mass. Yeah, because I definitely know where to get gelatinous mass and electrum from. None of these items or weapons are better than what I currently have. Okay. What? Wait, you're better than what I have equipped. Wait, what? I've got platinum belt, haven't I? No, wait, what? No. Alright, sorry, what do I have equipped that's making that stuff worse? Yeah. Okay. Mithril race. Okay, that might be why they're better. Why is accessories? Jesus, Flames of Rebirth cooldown time by 12 seconds. Okay, increase the amount of XP earned by 10. Oh yeah, that one I always have to have equipped because I just prefer Torgal having his own like stuff. Electrum is gold and silver. Probably not in this game, Ryan. I hate to break it to you. I probably can't just mix stuff together. Could just pile drive damage. Okay. Not going to ask questions about that one. Wait. Oh, I can only have 3 equipped. Because if I try and equip a 4th, it just... Okay, I would have preferred to have just been able to switch through all of the icon abilities. That would have been amazing. I can see why they haven't done that. Right. We need to run down this way to claim the last bounty. Not bounty, the last quest, and then we can go and do the main story quest.
Oh, what a lovely fragrance.
Growing himself a rose garden. No, he's growing apples. He loves his little apple trees. Yellow.
It is rare that we see you so often in the backyard, Sid. What brings you to the gardens?
Severin Hunt. Where?
I found your flowers.
Yes, wonderful. These are almost identical to the plates in my tome. Did you have any trouble locating them?
Finding them was the easy part, but it's odd. They remind me of my childhood somehow. I don't remember these flowers specifically, but we must have grown them in the castle garden. If the petals are meant to improve the effectiveness of medicines, it's possible that the court physicers grew them for the tinctures and treatments they made my brother.
If the ducal healers were convinced of their properties, that is all the more reason to begin growing our own supply here.
Okay.
Allow me to use some of the flowers you brought me to make something that might aid you on your travels. I need only a moment to extract the essence from the petals.
Okay. Be my guest. I don't really have to go anywhere currently, so I think you're fine. You'll be fine. We can sit here for a little while. You said a minute. That was like 10 minutes.
And here we are. A phial of pure Morganbeard extract. A single drop added to any one of your restoratives will increase its potency. At least I hope it will.
Showing great confidence there, mate, aren't ya? Morganbeard extract. Curiosity. Okay. Necessary for increasing consumable potency. And black blood. Okay. Can we trade it for guilt? Alright then. Consumable potency enhanced. Okay. Not going to ask any questions about that one. Potion potency. You have obtained a phial of Morganbeard extract, hereby increasing the potency of most consumables. Both potions and high potions now restore more HP, while strength, stone skin, and lionheart tonics last longer. Oh, is that just just something that just happens naturally? So I don't have to actually keep mixing potions and all that together. They just restore more health. Nice. Increase attack power by 10% for 60 seconds. What does this one do? Unable to use item height. Right, let's go and speak to Otto. Let's go and actually continue the main story. Which is up there. Because I kind of want to get Jill back on our team. Because she's obviously not exactly doing the best right now. And I kind of want to get Jill back to her normal self. Clive, we're getting stuck against a fence there, mate.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses.
Lady who? I didn't think I know who that name was. Hello, Otto. Hey, the video is finished.
Is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's
The
Jill
mouse
doing?
don't work.
Oh, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and our other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet.
Take that off.
But it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is.
Who are you?
All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
I don't know who you are.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
Fair.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the
That's
campers
fair.
in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
No.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor!
Fair.
Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air.
Okay.
Which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I don't know if that is a compliment or not, to be brutally honest.
Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Where are you going? Stop running around. Jesus Christ, calm down.
Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Now I have a complaint to make in this game. How come she gets to run around this place and I don't get to run anywhere?
You got my gill.
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
Little...
Hey, Clive just runs off. No, Clive
Storeroom, was
literally
it?
run off. Run away.
I wonder what Mid's plotting.
I can't remember who Mid is. Do I know who this is? Should I remember? Also, this is a
Shouldn't
storeroom.
you be getting some rest? From what I heard, you earned it.
No, there's no rest for me, is there? Jill gets to take a rest, but I don't get anything. Right, Mid, what do you want?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a
Okay.
knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause.
Daughter of Sid and
no
head
one's
engineer.
studied school.
Sid had a daughter?
I've studied enough.
Since
Time to
when?
get to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well.
Oh, no, he did have a daughter. Yep, no, I remember now.
All right. I'll tell
God, that was a weird, like,
I knew you'd say yes.
a weird thing to
Which is
find out.
why
But
I've
yeah,
got
no,
lots of jobs for
I
you.
remember now, actually.
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
I don't even think we have a carpenter here. Jesus Christ, you already come back and you're, like, barking orders at me.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Oh, I don't want to speak to Karen. Please, no. She doesn't like me at the best of times. She always has a go at me for buying stuff from her, even though I'm literally paying for it. I don't know what this means. So they're like, you're here to rob me again. It's like, no, I'm buying it with literal money here.
Was wondering where you'd got to.
Stop smoking in
It's
the
back from
retreat. We're
Canva.
not supposed to do that here.
Sinner?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and asked me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you.
You have a go at me for having one potion. You're giving the girl up there an entire list of stuff for free. I'm not being funny. Clive has literally saved this entire place from ruin. And you can't even give me a goddamn potion every once in a while. Karen, this fight is not over, and I will not let you win this battle. Oh my god, I'm pressing wrong buttons.
Blackthorn, you busy?
He's always
What's it
busy.
look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools.
Like it. Are you going to give the stuff for free as well?
Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring
Is
them
she
over
actually
when
building
I'm
an
done.
airship? That'd be pretty cool.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
There's a carpenter down at the pier? I've never been down there, actually, I don't think. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Guys, I'm okay with you sparring with actual weapons, just don't kill each other.
Do with a good oiling.
Hello.
Should be enough. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Excuse me.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, will all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Could we not get someone else to patch the holes whilst you go and help Mid? Because I feel like Mid's probably a little bit more important. Actually, then again, you are saying that you're keeping us afloat. Maybe the holes are more important. Fulfill Mid's request. Make for Martha's Rest. That ain't the button I wanted. Yeah, we just click random buttons every now and then. Yeah, would you look at that? Oh, right, amazing. I have to go all the way over here. Oh, I wouldn't have known that game. If Mid's so important, why did you forget her? Look, the characters that I remember are the ones that I actually like. So that's Clive, Torgal, Jill, and yeah, that's about the three of them. I can remember others, but they're the main three that I need to worry about. Oh, and Ambrosia. Can't forget the little bird. Oh. I have just probably insulted a lot of Final Fantasy players in calling them a bird. It's a chocobo. I do apologise sincerely. Oh, hello, what's this? Curse? On dressing greens of... Oh, right, then I'm not going to sit here and read all that. Jeez.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
I need your carpenter.
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Yeah,
Thank you,
of course we are.
Mother. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
He's going to be dead, isn't he? Togo! I'll come back here. That was a very orange fire for a minute. Where do we have to go? We have to go that way. Oh, Jesus Christ! It's halfway across the globe! It's fine, we can get Ambrosia at some point. Just gotta keep an eye out for when it actually says, hey, do you want to spawn Ambrosia? It's like, yes please, I don't want to run all the way there, now do I? Because there's no sprint button! Oh, Jesus Christ!
Let's go.
That's not me exactly complaining either, by the way. Like, I don't mind not having a sprint button because obviously it means you have to use Ambrosia more. And Ambrosia's not actually a bad mount. When it does come down to it, she's actually pretty quick. I need to go off to the right here at some point. Is it off to the right now, or... Yeah, no, it is. Thank you very much, Ambrosia. Disappear into the sunset. Quest destination nearby. I wonder if it's this guy.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
I need you.
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now?
Clive, you ain't about to propose to him, are you? As much as I'm happy for you to go for anyone who you want in this game, I'd prefer if you ended up with Jill, not gonna lie.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
I'm burning a city to the ground.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves.
I regret saying I'll burn the place to the ground. I do apologise.
I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
I'll rephrase what I said. I'm not going to burn the place to the ground. I'll burn the enemies to the ground. How's that sound?
This shouldn't take long.
That worked. Actually, there's enough stuff around me. Why don't I just do this? Oh, why have more appeared? Nice one, Torgal. I didn't even hit you with that. Yeah, alright then, I can do that. That's fine. I am Thunder? How's that? Discharge 50 blind justice lightning bolts. Squilling battles in the hall of it. Okay. Didn't even know that was a trophy. Ow!
this one. You're finished.
New enemies appear. It's just one, actually. Okay! I can see why it's only one enemy that appeared. Ha!
I needed that.
It would appear thou'st require a little bit more than just my usual attacks. Ow. I am shocked I actually got away with that. I am very shocked I got away with that. Decent. Dragon Talon. Fair enough.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot.
I wouldn't say I made short work of it, but alright.
Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
No problem.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. As soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
You might want to know the location. I'm sure you'll find it.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Fulfill Mid's request, speak with Mid. Back to the hideaway. The hideaway. Right, Mid, if you've thought of anything else for me to do when the time I've been away, I'm not going to be very happy. Also, does anyone know if Jill's awoken yet? Like, is Jill doing alright? I could go in and say hi to her, but... Actually, do you know what? We'll go and say hi. Jill, are you still sat on the end of the bed? You okay?
I'll be alright, Clive. I just need some rest.
Well, maybe actually lying down and going to sleep will help and not sitting on the end of a bed. Alright, Jill. See you later. This way. Oh, wait, is this... That's why this is inaccessible.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
No, because I've got an annoying person over here keep asking me to do stuff for her.
Right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
No problem.
There anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Okay. Alright then. Sounds like you're doing good. What was this? The Breath of Earth. Okay. Produces wind-up cooldown time by 3 seconds. It's a shame that I don't use any of that.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Oh, now I have to go and speak to Jill. I mean, usually I go off and do the side quests, obviously. Kind of want to know how Jill's doing, though. Jill.
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
It's because she wasn't sleeping when I last came in.
Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav
Well,
was
do your
looking
best
for
and
you.
then some.
He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Ooh, we get to know about Torgor. Ew. Is Torgor going to be like some special breed of dog?
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Dunno. Oh, Mid's back. Oh, alright then. I've noticed that whenever I run around this place, I always do, like, spin the camera. Probably makes everyone dizzy, and I do apologise. Hello?
Clive, where have you been?
Oh, here, there, and
I've
everywhere.
been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf.
He's a wolf.
Native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command.
Nice.
His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound.
Nice.
One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
So, is Torgal loyal to me or Jill? Because either way, I don't mind.
Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are!
Alright then.
I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Can I have 2 seconds, please? I'm learning about the dog that's apparently a wolf. The flipping hell's going on in the background? Oh, you guys have made a staircase. Sometime later. Well, time passes quickly in this game. No matter what, we love Torgal. Yes. That could not have been a more, like, prominent statement.
Brilliant.
It is.
If he wants to be loyal to me, I don't mind. If he wants to be loyal to Jill, I also don't mind.
Else, but I promise I'll pay you back. I'm going to work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now.
Don't actually do that. You do need some skin on it to be able to work
like
more.
This world's never seen.
So have a rest whenever you need.
Now that that's settled.
Oh, but how did we get the stone down here? A plush Torgal. I think you can. Hang on a minute. I'm going onto the Square Enix store. That's wanting me to buy Final Fantasy 14 online. I don't want to give that game any more money, not gonna lie. What would it be under? I'm gonna just click all. Do we get all Torgal? Where's Torgal? Where's Torgal? You can get a statue of Jill. Oh, you can get a statue of Torgal and Clive. Oh my god, it's 190 quid. No. I swear they did a little plush of Torgal. Am I going insane? This is why you're my moderator, Ryan. Why is the plush 90 quid? What the hell? Okay, it is approximately 22.8 inches. That might make sense. Do I have a tape measure up here? I actually do. Benefit to trying to work out how to fit a new desk in your bedroom. 22.8. Was it 22.8? Yeah, 22.8. 22.8. So that would be about there-ish. So he's about that big. Because that's gonna... Because in a camera that helps. So anyway. Easy way to find it, I googled Torgal plush. Yeah, but I went onto the actual Square Enix website because it's Square Enix. That's where a lot of stuff comes from. I'm an idiot. There's literally a section that says plush. You can get a square Moogle. That's amazing. You can get an axolotl. There's the Torgal. Oh, you can get a smaller one. It's only £30. How big's this one? You don't tell me. Wait, it gives me the size, but it doesn't include the tail. It says not including tail. Okay. Most of the time, the first result is Square Enix. Oh yeah, I know. This boy really tries to take the longest route sometimes. Look, I'm sorry. I guess to keep the haters at bay. That scared me. That was very loud. Thank you very much, Natalie Crimson. I apologise if I messed the name up, but thank you very much for the follow. Really means a lot. Welcome to the stream. Howdy, what's up, bud? Doing good? You doing good in your life? Yeah, I think we're doing alright. I think we're doing good in life. You doing alright in life? We're currently just... Well, I mean, we were just looking at little Torgal plushes. I also thought the guy in the back left corner was, like, cut in half by the table. Thanks for the welcome. No problem. I try and welcome everyone into chat, but that's why I like... It's kind of the good thing about being like a smaller streamer. You can actually welcome everyone into chat, which is very nice. I'm pretty good over here, just chilling. Fair enough. Welcome to the chill. Happy Monday to you. Yeah, start of the week. Definitely a good start of the week. Sitting down, playing a bit of Final Fantasy 16.
Let me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
You won't, Mid. I know full well you will not pay me back. much love to your stream, but are you a full-time streamer? No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna try and say that I am. Like, no. I have a full-time job outside of this. I just pretty much do this for fun and to kind of relax between work. So...
I think I'll wait till midsummer.
Yeah. Wish you best of luck to become a big streamer. I appreciate the compliment there, but I don't know if I'd want to be a big streamer. What's the most interesting game you've played recently? I only started back streaming yesterday after about 2 months. And we started off with Dark Souls Remastered, and then we're playing this today. So, I'd probably say this game because I just purely love Final Fantasy 16 for what it is.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has
Wow, such an amazing game.
A curse breaker's breath.
It took a little while to get into it, but
first time.
we're kind of getting there.
I don't think I can do it.
I think we'll be back Wednesday playing it if you wanted to catch that.
You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
This dude's very depressing, I'm not going to lie.
You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden.
Oh, are they trying to get rid of the mark?
Lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential. And we undergo it willingly.
I know.
Okay.
I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft.
Are there any upcoming games you're excited to play?
I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low.
It was Starfield, but I'm kind of holding off on that.
Removing a splinter,
a
brand.
There is Lies of P. I am actually really excited for Lies of P, actually, because it's the next sort of like Souls game. And as much as I tend to rage at them, I do like them in their own way.
Oh,
so I have pre-ordered that, so I probably will play that when it drops.
And she swears by
even if it's on a day that I don't normally stream, I might stream anyway and just play it.
Know where to look. Unfortunately for you,
hello phone, how can I help you?
Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue.
YouTube going off on my phone. What's going on here? Oh, fair enough. Can I have a Erminia near Amber? Alright. Jill, you're still not sleeping.
I'm feeling a lot better. Thanks
are
to
you?
Talia's remedies. But she insists I rest.
Fair enough. Alright, awesome. Sounds really interesting. By the way, I want to talk to you about something. I hope you don't mind. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I would love to say yes, I'm quite iffy about accepting friend requests on like Discord, Twitter, Instagram, and all that lot, because I've done it in the past before and had really, really bad experiences with it. So probably for now, I probably won't accept friend requests at the moment because like past experiences have been really bad. So I really do apologize, but until I get confidence behind that, I'm actually an animator and VTuber looking for a job. I mainly do graphics for streamers. Fair enough. See, this is where I wish that I like knew people that like needed like graphics and all that, because then I could just be like, I'm not looking for them currently, but like this person is. But unfortunately, I don't know anyone that is actually looking for graphics or like VTuber models or anything. But yeah, all I can do is say that I'm really sorry. I truly understand your point. and will expand the community. It's more beneficial with having channel-based layouts and stuff. You get me? Yeah, I fully understand that. Like, I know, obviously doing like Twitch and YouTube, having that like, I guess, anxiety behind like friending people on like those sorts of platforms is gonna like hinder a lot. But it is purely just down to past experiences. Like, I'm not being funny. My moderator, I don't know if he's still in chat at the moment, but like, he can pretty much explain better than I can about what happened in the past. Obviously, we're not going to go into detail about what happened because I don't think any of us want to relive that, because my god, the amount of times that we had to kind of sit down in calls off stream and actually like work stuff out, it was just mental. You can check portfolio at least. I bet you would love it. Here is my Discord. You can easily add me out. I hope you'll love my stuff and it works. I'll check the profile. Like, I'm quite happy to do that. But yeah, just for now, I'm probably not going to be looking for any like custom elements or anything. At least not until we maybe like gain a little bit of a following and like have some more people to like chat to and all that. Because until then, I'm probably just not going to really worry about that. I can do logo, banner, overlays, intros, outros, thumbnail, sub badges, emotes, gaming room, VTuber model, 2D and 3D models, PNG models, rigging, montages, digital services, 2D. Not gonna lie, you're stacked in talent. That's ridiculous. I've got to admit, to be able to do all that lot, like, that must have taken ages to learn. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that is actually insane. Thanks for your kind word, but honestly, like, if you've managed to learn all of that and like can do all of that to like a decent level, then you deserve some praise for that, because that's not an easy task. I ran straight past the exclamation mark I wanted to run to. That's because it's the end of here. There's never anyone at the end of this hallway. We're in a walkway.
Do you have a moment, Sid?
Yeah.
A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles.
Team of curse
They were sent to
breakers.
liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard
whenever you're
nothing
free from your
any
streaming,
of them.
kindly come on Discord.
I can't help but
then
worry
we'll talk and I'll show you my portfolio.
They know the work is dangerous, but I'm sure they're
Oh,
fine.
okay. I probably won't be able to do it today because I've got to kind of end this stream at 9 o'clock today, and then I've got to run out with my mum because I think we're going shopping.
And what we're freeing people from.
Because I can't remember what time Sainsbury's closes. I think it closes at 11.
They might take because of the things I've said.
Okie dokie. But yeah, like I said, if I ever like want to get pretty much anything that you've listed, because like you seem like you got a stack. Thanks for your time. Such a person. No problem. I don't mind talking about this sort of stuff. It's just obviously past experiences, and that's why I don't friend anyone on those sorts of platforms, because I've done it once and probably not again for a long time, because it did not go well last time.
Slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
I love what we're saying. Torgal will track them down as well. Like, I'm not even going to do the tracking. I'm just going to be like, Torgal, go. Right, is that stuff? Speak with Vivian. Why do I have to speak to Vivian? Oh, you're the little tome person who's always reading a book.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have
Fair.
myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. and I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Nice. Let's get some victories. I don't know if we're going to be battling again. Stretch. Okay.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
Oh, that's
You have
harsh.
nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
I just clicked my shoulder and that felt weird.
That is a relief.
I'm also guessing my moderator's not in chat currently.
Have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
Oh god, who's the guest?
Guest?
Who's gonna try and attack us? Oh, he's in chat. Fair play. I stretched also, to be fair. Maybe we can kind of set...
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Who is that? Yeah, maybe we can all stretch at once.
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Why is he here? We don't have much in the way of food or drink here. That's also not nearby. Oh, meanwhile, okay. To inside the Holy Empire of Sambrac. Seat of the Imperial Court. That is a fancy building.
Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations.
Don't like that person.
Wars are not as bottomless as reported.
Not him.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Person in the right there. Her. Bottom right. Yes, you. I don't like you.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing
Did we
of
not
the
kill the
crystals
Titan?
go with you, Your Highness.
That's the one we killed.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
I'm fairly certain we've killed Titan, so I don't...
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance?
Okay, I don't think there would be anyone.
If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true.
Oh, we didn't like that answer.
Every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
Oh, Jesus
For every home
Christ.
that burns, another can be built.
That is not the way to rule a kingdom.
The Empire will live on.
Have you not seen the Bethesda game Skyrim? That didn't work out for them. It won't work out for you.
Yes, sire.
Whereas we ain't exactly going to have an Oblivion crisis. We're going to have a dominant crisis. It's a goddamn flower! You enjoying sniffing your flower? Redeemed hydrate. I'm running out of hydration.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Whose powers do I get next then, What powers do you possess that I can steal off of you? Well, Clive has the power of Ifrit. Ifrit? One of the two.
I shall depart at once.
And he claims other powers. What powers do we get from you? I don't like you! You're the mother of my character, and God damn, I don't think we've ever wanted to kill a royal any more than we have. What would that word be? Would it be treason? Is it treason if you... I don't actually know the word for, like, if a prince was to kill their own mother. Like, what would that actually... Would it be treason, or is there another word? I don't want to ask Siri that, because being in the UK, obviously we have royalty here, and that will look very odd.
You disappoint me, Dion.
Matricide. Okay. What power do you have? What power can I steal off of you?
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Don't know, but you want me to go down and speak to him, don't you?
The Littlands have been up to their old. It's just one thing after another around here.
Or regicide. One of the two. Also, thank you for Googling that so I don't have to. At least I won't have the Secret Services knocking down my door.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've
That
missed
one is
you.
harder to spell.
How did you
Yeah.
find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow.
I hope he ain't giving this
As
location out
are
to anyone.
you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
I love that, just 2,000.
And
Also, I hate to break it to you, Uncle. I've got like 78k.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde.
Actually, no, how much do we have? I can't check currently because we're in a cutscene. Well, cutscene.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more.
I didn't Google it,
I hadn't the
just know it.
faintest idea Coco withdrew wounded from Rosalith.
It's concerning that you know
Still less
that just
my
off the
own
top of your
nephew
head.
Dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
Oh.
Come here and I'll show you.
just steps back, rolls out a scroll. It's like, right, we're here. The enemy's here. We need to go here. Done.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert.
Matri meaning mother.
And by cutting through the Velcroy,
Side
a
meaning
party
to kill.
traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days
mother
before
to
a
kill.
galley could lurch into port.
There.
To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat.
And then if a prince was to
I
kill
would
the
stake
dad,
your life
because I
on
don't think that would be matricide. Oh, would that be the other one? That'd be regicide.
So it was the Waludas who spirited
Patricide.
the away.
That does not
Now
sound
I
like an
think
actual
about
word,
it,
but alright
there
then.
was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
No, it's all roads lead to
Allow me
Rome.
to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I
Reggie
had
is about
intended to journey Canberward on business
royalty, I
after
think.
visiting you here.
I guess that would actually make
But a
sense.
Short detour.
So I guess regicide would
glad of the
be
company.
like royalty to kill
Give
or
me a
something like
moment
that.
to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
Damn Latin languages.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no
Every
man.
word means something different. Fair enough. Speak with Otto. We always have to speak to you, Otto, don't we?
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Yes.
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The lands around the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
Okay.
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Regicide is to kill a monarch.
I'll keep that in
fair.
mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto.
But dude, he's my uncle. You can't say that. He's family. He's allowed to stay here. Jesus Christ. Right. Anyway. I think as we're about to go into like some major like story plot moments here, I'm probably gonna end this stream here. We'll come back Friday maybe and do the 2 side quests we've got and then just carry on with the main story. But yeah, so I think we'll go over to this screen. Really itchy nose. Yeah, no, the camera's definitely lagging, isn't it? I might have to try and fix this for next time. But yeah, because I don't really want to like start a main story segment and then have to like stop it halfway through because I can only stream for another 15 minutes anyway, so we're probably not going to be able to get that far. Take care till the next one. Hope to see you soon. Yep, we'll be back on Wednesday for some more Dark Souls Remastered because, I mean, that's pretty much what I had planned anyway. So yeah, Wednesday will be Dark Souls Remastered. Friday will be more Final Fantasy. And then on Friday, I'll let you guys know about Saturday and Sunday if they're to take place. And if so, probably be Dark Souls Remastered. Because I might try and get as far as I can in Dark Souls Remastered before Lies of P comes out. Because otherwise we're going to have 2 like really intense, like rage-driven games on the go at once. Which I don't really know if I want to have that have happening. But we'll go from there. So, like I said, that's all from me, everyone. Take care till next time. The VOD for this will be up. What day are we now? We're Monday. It'll be up on Wednesday. The VOD for yesterday's... No. Yeah. The VOD for next... No. English. The VOD for yesterday's stream will be up tomorrow. I'll go off now and actually like sort all that out before I go shopping. So that can be uploaded whilst I'm gone. Actually, I think it might have been going in the background. I think I just took the Twitch VOD and I've actually just exported it to YouTube. I don't know. I'll figure all that out in a minute. So, basically, that's all from me, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care till next time. There's a YouTube video that hopefully went up at 8 o'clock today. I don't know if it actually did. If it didn't, then I do apologise. I'll check... Actually, I'll check that now for you. Make sure that did actually go up. Because at least then I'm not giving false information. Yes, it did. Okay, right, cool. Awesome. Amazing. Yeah, newest short went up as well. Stars have aligned. Because they literally did. This is why I always tell you it does. Well, yeah, I mean, usually Discord lets me know, but obviously Discord's currently muted because I'm in streaming mode, whatever that means. So yeah, I'm going to end this here, everyone. Like I said, go and enjoy all that. If you want to go and enjoy some videos, then by all means go and do that. And then if you want some more channels, I think I've got some channels actually linked in my YouTube channel of YouTubers that I watch. So if you want to go and watch some of them, go and watch some of them. If you don't, then I don't know. Enjoy till next time. I can't really say what you can and can't do, so yeah. I'm just going to go now and go shopping and then go to sleep because I'm just tired. Been awake since like 7 o'clock this morning and it is now, well, 10 to 9, so been a long day. So I will see all of you in the next stream maybe, and if not, then whenever you can catch it. So enjoy, everyone, take care, and goodbye. If I can actually find the right button. There we go. Right, bye, everyone.